Maybe,
It.
right? Hey, you know why? Because he's the
Seen
only guy that was nice on that team.
Rossy, welcome on back, brother. All right, a tough day. A day that, like, I know you were talking about a bit before. You were prepping for a lot. The scale was good. I just want you to give me a quick, high-level overview from your day on your quick perspective on it.
Woke up, it was Easter. It's a
It
happy
was.
Easter. Lord is risen again. Amen to that.
Praise be.
And came in today. Played my worst series I've ever played. I feel like failed my team. We lost. That was it. That's exactly what happened.
And that's tough. I mean, again, look, I don't think you necessarily failed your team, right? Because look, you are somebody who I understand who take a lot of responsibility for this team specifically on your own shoulders, right? Because I don't know if it's, I think you talked about it a bit before, right? But then the sense of responsibility, does it just come from your drive as a player, or is it just like you wanting or understanding that success needs to be achieved, or is there more that we're not really understanding?
I just say, like, as this, no matter what, I am the leader of this team, and I need to take the pressure off my players always for what it is. But also, just even if I don't, even if I will take all the blame, even when most of it is probably not my fault, I will still take it. But in this instance, I feel like it's very obvious to tell. I played horrible, and as not just individually, because everyone knows you play your role. I didn't play my role properly. I didn't play well at all. I didn't IGL well. Like, there was not really much I did well today at all. I just played horrible, and that's just simple as that. You know what I mean? And it is, I would say, at least 85-90% of it is my fault. So I apologize.
Brother, hey, I understand. Like, it's that's fucking hard, right? When you can just look at the day and then just like reflect and understand that you weren't able to perform to your best, and especially as somebody who I know you do that a lot, right? Where at the end of the day, when you kind of take account of your performance, your team, and you ask yourself a lot, was I able to do my best, right? And so being able to walk away from that, not being able to, like necessarily perform to the standards, can be heartbreaking, especially on a day like today. So I don't want to necessarily focus on that. What I want to understand a bit more is on the other end for team stuff, right? Because there has been a positive rise, one that I found was a bit unexpected, but an incredible one nonetheless. The left from 3 weeks ago looks almost unrecognizable to the team that we see here today, Rossy. And I like that a lot, man. It means that the work that you guys have been putting in has been showing, right? That's cool as hell, bro. And there was a shift. It was a sudden shift right after that Furia game, right? You talked about finally getting on the same page, the same book as well, too. What did it take to get there?
Work, pray to God. Just all the simple basic stuff. You know what I mean? And we did the same thing for this week as well. Just worked really hard, and I could say this whole time I've been working really hard. And I think most people in my situation would be probably like worried or something like that, but um, just a lot of work. That's it. And I do believe that if you truly do work hard
Mhm.
and you are a good person and you're trying your best every single day, you will get rewarded. And eventually, you know what I mean. Clearly, today my hard work and stuff like did not get rewarded for what I did, right? But and for my team as well, they're also working really hard and doing their best. But yeah, just got to God willing. Hopefully for the split too, it would be better.
Indeed, it will. Well, ideally so. I mean, I imagine so, especially with the way you guys are heading. I cannot imagine that things don't only get better from here, and that's my personal perspective, right? Because I understand, and now I know you as a player and as a person, and I know how much time you put in on and off the court, bro. Right? You mentioned it too, man. You're putting in 11-hour days, right? Like almost every single day as well too, right? It was like, so does it all just come down to just the idea in your head where you think, just the hard work pays off? Because in my head, I feel like there's a certain point where you can work 10 hours and then and it may not be efficient, but from what I hear from you, it's just like a constant grind set of scrims, review, ranked, review. Like it's just, is there a goal that you have in the end that you're working so hard for,
Yeah, to be good consistently. Myself, I mean, I want my team to be good. I want to individually do good.
man?
And for the most part, I would say my individual performance over a long time has been always pretty good. Uh, but today that hasn't been the case. And even with my team, like even like in ever since I joined Tier One with T1 and even
Mhm,
Cloud9, I mean, I didn't get to play any regular season games on Cloud9, but my individual performance on all was pretty good, and my IGLing I would say was pretty good. But and even I mean until I got to Leviathan, where just like the whole new meta shift, and I
mhm,
came in and just trying to play catch up, and I just yeah haven't. I mean, we finally did adapt, but and then we took like the first two out. We took our first two losses in the first 2 weeks to get there, and yeah, I mean we did. I mean, the hard work will eventually pay off. I told you, like, I truly believe if you're doing the right things,
mhm.
if you are working hard, if you are playing ranked, if you are putting your effort, you're trying to be a good person every single day,
Yeah,
you will get rewarded eventually.
yeah.
And I'm doing those things, right? And I know all my teammates are doing those things, and it doesn't just instantly happen, right? It doesn't instantly happen overnight. You sometimes have an off day, you sometimes have a bad day, but regardless what it is, there's always things to improve on and to learn from. No one's perfect. There's never been a team in Valorant or in anything that has been perfect, right? We're humans. So my goal is to strive for perfection, and right now we're really far from that, as you can see.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's just the goal right now.
Okay. So a point of consistency is because it's something that I hear from a lot of players, but specifically a lot of duelist players, right? We talk a lot about the performance. I know Zach has mentioned in the past about how he's really unhappy with the performance, and he won't be until he becomes consistent. And to him, consistency, he mentions in his words, is until I can dome kids freely, right? That's that's his big thing. What is
Yeah,
consistency to you? Is it just performance, or is there more?
I mean, I'm right there with him. I
Really?
mean, at one point I was able to dome kids pretty consistently, but I haven't been able to do that right now. And yeah, and just to IGL consistently as well. I mean, the IGL thing was I always honestly put on the back burner because I was always super confident. I had I was very like the results show that we were pretty good. Like when I was IGLing, at least like I mean it's more attack than defense, but now it's kind of the opposite. Or I mean, my IGLing has I mean at least in this series sucked, and even the majority of them haven't been that great. So I just need to work on that and work on my individual performance because both right now are suffering, and I'm just playing terrible. So I gotta do better.
Right. Fair enough, man. And naturally, those answers I'm sure you'll come up with and hey, come back stronger, right? Of course, right? As you always do.
God willing, God
Yes,
willing.
sir. Yeah, inshallah, brother. That's how we
Inshallah.
say it here. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Same thing. God willing. Yeah. What we want. Uh on another lighter note, like look, I think over the past 2 weeks, one of the things that happened is that an entire crowd of people have fallen in love with you. Right? It's just where that's been so cool to see. Cause was that interesting for you too, where you just came on and were your authentic self, and the response that came to you, was it overwhelming? Was it nice? Was it expected even? You think?
I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know how people are gonna react, honestly, because I don't really like I try to stay off the social media a lot just to see like how people act. So I mean, I don't want to act like someone else. That's why I kind of stay off the social media. I just want to be authentic to myself. And if you like me, you like me. If you don't like me, you don't like me. You know what I mean? I can't force that upon anyone. I'm honestly really blessed to have amazing fans worldwide. And especially after that, I saw a lot of love, and even the like interview with Wyatt and all the couch segment as well. It was really awesome. So I mean, I appreciate them so much. And even after this game, when I tweet, there's some bad things, people are saying like, get out of my team and stuff like that. But, that's expected when they have a tough loss. Fans are gonna be emotional as well. I mean, I failed them and we failed. I failed them truthfully. So I can understand like why you'd be upset and you would send that message. You know what I mean? So I
Hmm.
don't blame them for that. You know what I mean? I just got to do better, like they said. But it's really been a blessing to have even more fans, especially in the Americas now. And it's awesome. And I appreciate them all equally. And I told that without them, I'm nothing. So I appreciate them.
That's beautiful. Yeah, it's. I mean, I know. I thought it was cool, right? Because like just being able to see what went on, how the response was, right? And because, I mean, I look that segments I find can be pretty hit or miss. I've never been so locked in, bro. I was hanging on your every word. It was so, bro. What I tell you was so, yo, Rossy was so sick, bro. It was a lot. It was so sick, man. Every time, and then, just with iconic moments, and the fact that even Wyatt addressed it at the beginning of his podcast too, bro. It
That was
was.
awesome. I was not expecting that. That was not premeditated. I did not know that was coming. I said, That was Wyatt. Or that's Brent or whatever.
Yeah, that was so fucking funny, man. It's so good to just like kind of like go over to Loki. I think you got a career as a caster after this, bro, or at least a broadcast personality. I think the world needs more of you, brother. Just being your authentic self
I
on
might need
heavy.
to after this performance today. I might need to go up to the casting booth after today. You know, I might need to hang it up. Oh
That is
man.
crazy, man. I mean, hey, brother. Again, if they don't invite you on the desk for at least like a week for playoffs, bro, that'd be a crime. You gotta let the producers know, hey, y'all
No,
need
no,
me up there. Trust me.
hey, I mean, I'm open to it, but I don't, depends on how much work I feel like I need to do because I would take a day off of work, and I feel like I need every single day, every single second right now to catch up and be
Yeah.
better.
Hey, that's fair, bro. And then just the end goal, right? Where it's like I know for a lot of people, it's like it's a master, it's a champs, it's a trophy, right? Is that all that kind of proves it to you that the work is worth it? Is that it?
Uh,
Okay. What is it then?
for me, I've always, I mean, winning is cool, but it's a team game, so you could win because of your team. You know what I mean? And for
Mhm.
me, I just want to be. I just for me, winning doesn't really matter to me too much, truthfully. I just really care about if people recognize me as being nice. You know what I mean? Like I always say this analogy to everyone. I said, look, Robert Ory. Do you know who that is?
I don't educate me.
Robert Ory is a basketball player. He has 7 NBA championships. Not many
Okay.
people know him. Not many people know him. You
Um,
know Chris Paul?
of course, Chris Paul, bro. Chris Paul would go. Yeah.
Hey, Chris Paul is nice as hell. Got 0 rings. I'd rather be Chris Paul than Robert Ory. You know what I mean? That's really my point. And to me, I really think if you're Chris Paul, you should. I mean, you sometimes get unlucky, but if you're doing the right things, you should eventually win championships. I'd rather be more like Chris Paul than Robert Ory.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Because then you could be, yeah. Because look, my favorite player is Ray Allen, right?
Yeah,
Ray Allen don't get a lot of rings, but he's my goat, right? So, but it's like
yeah, he's nice though.
he
You
is
know what I mean?
nice. Yeah, he's very
Hey,
nice.
there's a lot of players like that where look, there's people that won champs, the first champs, Ascend. Can most people name every player from the Ascend 2021 team
I
that
can
won?
name maybe two, bro.
Maybe,
CNET.
right? Hey, you know why? Because he's the
CNET.
only guy that was nice on that team. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. The fact that most people don't even remember that Natch
He
was
won
on
the champ.
Gambit. Yeah, people can't even remember
Yeah,
Gambit no
everyone.
more.
Hey, listen. Hey, look, Nats. Everyone knows Nats. He never won no champs.
Not wrong. You're not wrong. You did not, brother. I think a lot of it makes sense, and I'm aligning with the perspective, bro. Because to win is nice, but to be known is better. And
I mean, known as nice. You could win, but I'd rather be like to me. I look at it this way.
yeah,
I won't. I don't want. I want to be the guy that wins and is the best player on the team. I don't want to
okay,
be the guy that wins and is like the worst player on the team, fourth best player on the team. Like I don't want to be that. That's not me.
okay. All right, you know
That's
what?
not me.
And you know what? I don't see it being you right now, brother. I mean, look, today was a tough enough day as it is, but here's my thing with it, right? Going off of one game narratives isn't my thing no more. Because look, today was a tough day. Yesterday, last week was better. The week before was interesting. And then I'm sure split two will be that much better.
Hey, God
Simple.
willing, just gotta stay humble and just keep working hard. And I mean, it's really easy to doubt yourself and all those things like that. But I'm sure my teammates and myself, we're not doing any of that stuff, and we're just gonna keep pushing forward. And that's it. Because I told you, if you're doing good things, you will get rewarded eventually. And maybe not this year, maybe not, maybe not 2 years, but I know eventually it will happen. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, yes, sir. That's what we want to hear, brother. But I would say that is my time as always, and I always appreciate yours, man.
hey,
GG's,
God bless you.
brother.
I appreciate you.
Hey, I appreciate it. You take care, man. Good night.
Take care,
Bye.
brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah.